Yes, people, what's happening? Back with another marathon prep vlog. I'm actually about to edit the previous vlog and get that uploaded today within the next half an hour. I decided to split week one into two videos because basically that video was dragging on. I was covering quite a lot in terms of training and nutrition, but it's Thursday morning, so no running on the menu today. I did the marathon pace tempo session yesterday. Body's feeling absolutely fine. As always, a little bit of DOMS in kind of the calf and ankle area, but I always get that when I do a speed work session. I don't really feel that after easy runs, but when we pick up the pace and we go down towards, I would say probably sub 4:30 pace, I do feel it a little bit the next day, but that's fine because I've got a full day off the running today, and then I'm going to do a 12K easy run tomorrow. So today is a leg day in the gym. With the new strength training split that I'm on, I'm only doing one full leg day per week. Historically, I've pretty much always done 2 leg days per week because it used to be a real weakness for me when I was younger in terms of size. I wanted to get them bigger. And now, to be honest, I would say they're probably my strongest body part, and they definitely match my upper body in terms of size. But basically on this marathon prep, just to reduce overall fatigue in the lower body, I've dropped down to one lower body strength session per week. I do a full body session on Saturday as well, which does have some lower body movements in there. I think we've got some hamstring curls, RDLs and split squats, and then the rest of it is upper body. So I am still hitting my lower body twice per week. But today in the gym, off the top of my head, we've got some hamstrings, loads, really big focus on hamstrings for me because I had my ACL surgery when I was younger, and I basically had a bit of my hamstring cut off to replace the snapped ligament in my knee. So basically hamstrings are always going to be a weakness for me. So I really have to bring those up to reduce the risk of injury and improve performance with the running. The main compound lift is Zercher squats, and then we've got some Bulgarian split squats as well. There's about, I think, probably 5 or 6 exercises in this session, so it's a heavy one, but as I say, it's the only leg day that I'm doing per week, so I really need to make the most of it. So pre-workout nutrition, it's 8:15 a.m. now. I've just ordered my omelette from the meal prep company, and alongside that I will have around about probably 100 to 120 grams of sourdough bread with a glass of orange juice. So that'll put me at over 100 grams of carbs before the training session. I'll probably look to train at about 11 a.m. So that'll be about 2 hours after I eat that meal. So everything will be digested perfectly. Really want to just make the most of all these strength training sessions because I'm only in the gym 3 times per week now, but I'm really enjoying the training split so far. So what I'm going to do now is have this iced Americano alongside some L-theanine. If you've never had this supplement before, it is my favorite supplement. Basically what it does is it brings you into kind of a relaxed state, and it really helps me focus with work, especially when you have it with caffeine. It gives you a bit of an energy boost, but a relaxed energy boost. So it actually removes kind of the anxious feelings that you can get sometimes from drinking caffeine. So it's definitely my favorite supplement to help me with focus. I don't take anything else for focus with work. I don't take any nootropics. I don't take any study drugs like modafinil or anything like that. But really good one for managing stress, improving focus with work, and also taking before you go to bed as well, again, to put you into that relaxed state to help that REM sleep and that deep sleep. So I might get some clips of me in the gym today. I'll probably take the camera and get a few there. And then I am coaching one of my online clients in the gym today as well. So nothing really specific for marathon prep today, apart from lower body strength, which I guess is really important. And then, as I say, tomorrow we've got 12K easy run. I might do that outside, or I might do it on the treadmill. I haven't decided yet. It depends how early I get up. And then I have a 14K long run scheduled for this weekend on Sunday. And then next week, the long runs go up to 16, then 18, and then we have a recovery week. And then after that, we're up to probably 20K plus every single weekend, but we're a month away from that. So it's going well so far. It's only day 4, but yeah, it's going well. I actually wanted to show you guys as well the new pair of running trainers that I got now. I don't really have expensive taste. I don't wear designer clothing. I barely drink. So what I like to spend my money on occasionally is basically white trainers. I've got so many pairs of trainers. I buy myself a pair probably like once every 6 weeks. But to be fair, with the amount of running that I'm doing, I actually need to update my trainers quite frequently. So we have the Nike Vomero Plus Zoom X, whatever they're called. But they're basically Nike's new easy running shoe. So equivalent to kind of like the Asics Nova Blast, which I'm a huge fan of. But I think these just look a little bit better to like wear around the gym. I think Asics, although they're amazing for running, they just look a little bit nerdy and they look like you're wearing running trainers. Whereas I think for these, you can kind of pass them off as a gym trainer. I'm not even sure whether I'll do much running in them, to be honest, but I think I just want to kind of wear them around the gym and to do steps and stuff like that. So I will do a run in them and I'll report back. But my favorite easy runners at the moment are the Asics Nova Blast 5s and the Asics Gel Nimbus 26. I kind of rotate them, and then when I do my speed work, I wear the Vaporflies. So yeah, I'll try these and I'll give a little bit of an update. But first impression, really, really fresh. Not sure how long they'll stay clean though, because it's super sandy outside. So the white trainers tend to get dirty, but I do put them through the wash occasionally.
tomorrow we're going
Tomorrow.
beach, park, swimming.
No, tomorrow,
Weekends.
tomorrow, my husband has the I don't know,
So you saw I was doing my running warm up before, so just some single leg RDLs to get the hamstrings firing and the glutes as well, and then a single leg goblet squat variation as well, again just to get things moving there. So in a moment of madness I decided to actually run outside at 10:30, which is crazy, in 40-degree heat. I actually managed to do 9k outside. It was actually nowhere near as bad as I thought it would be. I was running along the canal, so there was a good breeze. It was pretty tough. The first 5k I managed to keep my heart rate below 150, which is aerobic, and then after that for the last 4k it just went up into the 160s, but it never went into the 170s, which is a good sign. And then so I did 9k outside and then 3k on the treadmill, so I was actually really pleased with that. Got a good tan as well, even though this camera makes you look really pale. And then I had a couple of calls. I had a guy who actually signed up, did a sales call before, so it'll be really good to get him on board. He's going to be working with one of my coaches, Peter. And then I actually had a nap for an hour because that run wiped me out, and I'm just finished off my check-ins for the day. I'm meant to have a sales call in 40 minutes, but I'm not sure this guy's going to turn up, to be honest. That's the reality. Like, I'd say a quarter of the calls that we book in, people don't turn up, but that's just the nature of it when you're booking in more than 10 calls a week. Some people aren't that serious, and they get busy and they forget about it and stuff like that. And then after that, I'm just gonna have some dinner and chill tonight. And then I've got my final strength training session of the week tomorrow morning. It's quite a long one, so I think I'm just gonna get up and get it done first thing in the morning. It takes about 90 minutes to do this one, but again, because I've condensed my strength training into 3 days now, the training sessions generally take longer. Well, the lower body one does, and the full body one does as well. I'm gonna go and sign up to the gym that I was training in yesterday. I've mentioned it before on the channel, but I have an app called Privily, which is basically like a lifestyle app in Dubai where you pay, I think you pay about £120 a month, and it gives you access to loads of beach clubs. You can use their pools, you can use the beaches, you get discounts at restaurants, bars and things like that, loads of offers, and you also get access to a ton of gyms. So there's a really nice chain called the Warehouse Gyms, and Privily, you basically were able to use all the Warehouse Gyms if you had that membership, but they're actually taking them off for September. So I'm going to go and buy a 3-month membership at the Warehouse Gyms because they're my favorite gyms here. I'm going to treat myself there, but yeah, all good. So I'm going to finish this work off, and then I'm going to relax and then get up and do another training session tomorrow. That's reality of marathon prep when you're training towards a goal and also trying to stay jacked. Is we pretty much train every single day, but I'm going to be moving my training days next week. I'm going to shift everything forward by a day, so that I can basically start doing my long runs on Saturdays. So Sunday will become a full rest day of just recovery, getting sun, and doing a little bit of work as well. So I'm going to be training every day right through until next Saturday, and then taking their Sunday off, and I'll be definitely looking forward to it by then. What's happening, people? So it is Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock. I've just finished off my steps for the day, did a little walk along the canal in the sun, getting a little bit of a tan. Trained full body this morning, didn't film anything because the Warehouse gym that I've joined now and I'm going to be going to for the next few months, there was a competition on there this morning, so basically the gym was absolutely packed. But a full body session, mixture of upper and lower body, did some RDLs, a couple of pressing movements for chest and shoulders, a couple of pulling movements, some calf work, some arms, basically a bit of everything. Long session. I think it probably took me about 80 to 90 minutes, but as I've said before, I'm squeezing all my volume for the week now into 3 sessions instead of 4, which is fine. I did take on intra-workout carbs in that session, just a basic carbohydrate drink. I think it was 30 to 35 grams of carbs. So I'll pretty much do that in all of my strength training sessions at the moment, just so I can keep the fluid high and obviously keep a little bit of sugar in the system as well, because I do find towards the back end of a session, if I'm pushing hard, I start to flag a little bit, and fueling is so important on this marathon prep. So on that note, I need to track my calories when I get home, but I think I'm probably sitting on around 200 grams of carbs so far today. I've got a 14k run tomorrow, so realistically I need to get in
at least another 150 grams of carbs, preferably closer to 400, which might be a little bit of a task, but I did eat a lot of food a couple of days ago. I had a bit of an altercation with a massive bit of Turkish bread, so I basically overate a couple of days ago, so I pulled my calories down a little bit yesterday, and they'll kind of just be flatlining today at around 3,000, 3,100, and that's very much the structure that I'm following with my nutrition at the moment. Monday to Friday, it's around 3,000 calories, and then on the weekend we go a little bit higher, but a 14k run will only take me about 75 minutes tomorrow, so it's not as though we're doing really long runs yet. And tomorrow I will be taking 2 gels in the run and probably another carbohydrate drink as well, so I'll be taking on board probably around 75 grams of carbs in the run, which will be perfect, and then I'll be building that up to over 100 as the runs get longer, basically. So everything's going well. It's obviously early days, only 1 week, well, not even 1 full week in, but I'm loving it so far. I'm loving the structure, I'm loving the running. I can feel myself getting fitter even in the ridiculously hot temperatures. So I think when it cools down mid-October into November, I'm going to be absolutely flying. So who knows, we might get closer to 3 hours than we think, but we'll just have to see. At the moment it's just about taking over every single week, really focusing on recovery, not letting that side of things slip as well, whilst obviously running the business too. So I'm going to head home now, get some more food in, probably order some meal prep for dinner, and then just get my feet up and relax, do a little bit of work so I can chill out tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I'm running with kind of a friend of a friend tomorrow, Bradley Simmons. He's like he's a coach, he's an influencer, really nice guy, so I'm going to link up with him and do 14k.
Sunday long run, ready to go. Can drive to the beach, get this 14k done, and then that will be 50k for the week, and I think 190 or 192 for the month, which I'm pretty sure will be my highest mileage month ever. It's probably a little bit more than that actually, it's probably 200, because obviously 31 days in the month, not 28. But yeah, enjoyed the first week of the prep, body's feeling really good. Definitely the best it's ever felt on this amount of miles, so it's holding up well. I'm loving the training split. I'm looking forward to getting into it next week as well. Fueling wise, I think I hit 400 carbs yesterday, which is fine for a 14k run today. When we start getting up to 18, 20k plus, I'll be needing to put in like 550, close to 600 as well, but I feel fine today. I haven't had anything to eat this morning just because I'm not hungry. I had a Pocari Sweat, which is a drink with about 35 grams of carbs. Had a tablespoon of honey as well. This is probably around 45 grams of carbs. And I've got 2 cyst gels, but they're only 22 grams of carbs each, so they're not the best gels. I need to invest in ones that have got more. And then I'll do another Pocari Sweat on the run, so it'll be about 110, 115 by the end of the run, which is fine. Then I'll have my breakfast. So I'm gonna drive there. I'll check in after. I'll get some videos on my phone. I'm not gonna run with this.
Great video for Dan the other day. I'm alright. How you feel? 1.5 left.
So that is obviously the run done. 14k. The heat actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was weird. We started at about 20 to 7 and it was more humid, so I was actually sweating more for like the first 7k, and then it seemed to cool off a little bit for whatever reason. But yeah, got that done. I ended up only having 1 gel on that run because I just didn't feel like I needed it, to be honest. I had 2 Pocari Sweats, 1 gel, and actually gave my other gel to Bradley because he was struggling a little bit. He's been in Europe and the UK for the last couple of months, so I think the heat hit him hard. But yeah, feel good. So now I'm just got my meal prep, my usual omelettes. I'm gonna have sourdough bread alongside that just to get a good amount of carbs in me. And then I'm gonna do some programming for about an hour, and then I'm gonna head to the Address Hotel where I was at on Wednesday in the previous vlog, just to chill a little bit and do a little bit of work there because I've got calls from 3 till 6 p.m. tonight, so I want to get out and get some sun, otherwise I won't leave these four walls. And that is the downside about this apartment, there's no balcony, so I can't even get sunlight without going downstairs, and the pool is getting rebuilt at the moment, so there's no water in it, so it's not ideal. So yeah, I'm going to work for about an hour, get a solid bit done, and then head over there, and I'll check in later on and document some of the rest of my nutrition for the day.